Welcome to your Thriving Heart for Thriving Life Grief Tips. Let me ask you, might you feel that the holidays, Thanksgiving in the United States coming up, feels like more pressures than joy this year? Perhaps you have family members or friends that's pressuring you to feel grateful. And with everything that's going on, you don't particularly feeling a lot of gratefulness because things been tough. And perhaps people are inviting you and kind of pressuring you to gather with families and friends, and you just feel uncomfortable with that. What can you do in that situation? Well, with the grateful part in particular, to start with, I would encourage you to consider what I call the yes and. Yes, to acknowledge and honor your situation and your feelings, knowing that your feelings are always valid. If you don't feel grateful about certain things, that's valid. That's a very valid feelings, and you don't have to feel grateful about whatever things that you're not feeling grateful about. So honor and acknowledge your feelings, and to consider, because we know that through studies, we know that gratitudes help with your immune system. Gratitudes would help with you to be able to navigate the day to day just a tiny bit easier. Even if you said, I have chosen to grieve forever, and this is something that I chose to carry, and then to feel for the rest of my life. Your choice is your choice, and since you're still here, you might just want to have to be able to stay a little bit, to have the day to day a little bit easier, perhaps to maintain your health if you are here still. And in that scenario, gratitudes, we know that can be very helpful with that. And what you want to do is to look at different things around you, the little things around you. Perhaps the fact that you are able to have water to drink, or perhaps that you are able to breathe without a machine. Even if you say, I would rather be with my loved one who's no longer here, since you are still here, then you might want to say, well, okay, since I'm still here, at least I'm grateful that I'm able to breathe without a machine or have clothing to wear, even if it's not your favorite clothing. So I would recommend to, yes, acknowledge your feeling, acknowledge the part that don't feel grateful, and acknowledge things that you're not feeling grateful at all, things that really not of your preference in any way. And to consider that there are things that could be worse, and therefore you are grateful that they are not worse. So that is with the gratitude part. And at the end of the day, though, even if that does not feel good to you, you don't have to be grateful. You can say, if you are in a gathering and everybody say, oh, let's say our gratitude, and you can say, I'll pass for this moment. At this moment, I just want to listen to everybody, and I'll pass. That's okay too. That's absolutely okay. And then the other part is, if people are inviting you, well, meaning friends and families, perhaps, that's inviting you to gathering, to different things, and you don't feel quite up to it, or you're not certain, then what can you do? If you're not certain, then you can tell them, you know what, I'm not sure right now. At this moment, I feel like I might not want to go, but if I change my mind, can I tell you at the last minute that I might want to come? Or vice versa. Or if you say, I don't mind going, but I really don't know if I want to be there for 6 hours the way this is usually go, then it's perfectly fine to tell the person inviting you that, hey, I can come, but maybe I'll just I might not stay as long, or perhaps I only come for dessert. So yes, you do get to see people whom you care and love, but you don't have to entertain everybody and be entertained for some hours and hours. You can just say, hey, what times do you think you guys going to be having dessert? And I'll come for dessert, or I'll come but when the meal started, I'm just going to step away, and if that's okay with you. And that's one thing that you could do. You can come for part of the time, and then the other part is you can also tell the person inviting you, the host, that okay, I'll come, but there might be time that I might leave early if I feel that it's become too tiring for me. Or you might say, okay, I'll come, but just know, because grief comes in waves, as you might have noticed, and you can expect all when there's a lot of things going on and this and that, it is even more likely that you experience these waves of grief. So you might say, okay, I'll come, but please know that I might want to step away, and then you step to the bathroom or the backyard or walk around the block or something. I might want to step away for a moment, and hopefully that's okay with you. So no, allow yourself to listen to your heart, to listen to your body, and what might feel best to you, knowing, and don't be surprised if at the moment, you might feel differently, and then you just tell them ahead of time. Set boundaries on what feels best for you, and that way you are able to allow yourself to do things the way it feels best to your heart. Again, your feelings always valid, and it feels best to your body, because this time of the year, with if it is cold, or you're in a cold area and so forth, we really want to be mindful and take care of our body as well, not pushing ourselves and our heart and our emotional well-being, knowing that with these seasons, it's you want to keep up with your immune system. So that is the other thing that you can do. Know that things you might experience up and down, and listen to your body and give them warning. And what if some people say, well, they got unhappy if I tell them that. Truthfully, if they got unhappy if you said, I might need to step away, or I might need to leave early, or I come late, or I might change, then you might just say, okay, then apparently they don't understand you. They don't understand you, and you might want to stay with people who understand and who's able to relate with you, and that's just okay. That's just okay. You might want to find people who are supportive, whether it's a group who support it, and it is also very helpful if you're not certain. You're like, I'm not certain about this, then connect with people who understand you and are able to support you. I do a free live grief chat on Wednesday evening, on most Wednesday evening, and also you might have groups in your area who experience the depth of grief that you experience, who share similar experience, who is able to relate with you. And so it's very helpful and very important to have the support of people who are able to relate and experience and understand you at this moment. And please know that there are help. If sometimes grief can make us feel very alone, particularly holiday time. But please know that you are not alone. That there are help. Even if it's not on your local area, there are help out there. You are welcome to reach out to me at any time if you feel you can be in a community with people who are supportive and able to relate, and perhaps gain even more tips and tools on navigating the holiday and grief, you're welcome to join me as well at my Navigating Holiday Grief and Beyond online workshop, which will be on Friday, December 6th at 6 p.m. Pacific. And just know that there is hope. Sometimes when we are going through things, and particularly when everybody is hustle bustle and happy and pressuring you to feel happy, and you're not feeling happy, and you just kind of like feel worse and worse instead of feeling happy, it can feel very discouraging. But please know that there is hope. There are people who understand, who are people who's able to relate, and there is help, and therefore there is hope. And at the same time, if you or someone having really really tough time, really, really tough time, and you feel that you can really benefit with to speak with somebody, perhaps at 3 a.m. in the morning your time, you do want to reach out, call 988, the number 988. If you are in Canada and the US, in North America, there are trained personnel there that who are able to help you at any time, 24 hours a day. This is free hotline for you to speak with them at any time. You can also text to 741-741, and that they also have trained emotional and mental well-being personnel in that can help you at any time. If you go into a gathering and then it triggers something and then you feel as if you're spiraling down, call 988 as well, or text the number as well. And if you want to participate and join at the online workshop on navigating the holiday grief and beyond, you can register and participate through the QR code that's on the image here on the screen in the background, as well as it will be on the comments area below this video. And please feel welcome to share your comments, your thoughts, your questions in the comments below, as well as please share your experience. How have you been navigating this, particularly if this is not your first years going through the holiday? Even if this is your first year, what doesn't work, what works, how we might be able to help you. And this way, everyone who watched this video can continue learning from each other. If you find these videos useful, feel welcome to share it with anyone whom you want to share it to. And please do subscribe, as well as like this video, subscribe to the channel so you continue to receive updates. And this is Dr. BirgitteTan with Joyful Riches Beyond Grief. Please know that I am here for you. You're welcome to connect with me at any time through my website, joyfulrichesbeyondgrief.com, as written on the image here, as well as to email me directly at drtan for grief at gmail.com. Again, as written on the image here in the background of this Zoom. And I'm here for you, and I look forward to see you again soon in the